And then I sold it. I moved into pubs and clubs and went bankrupt. Sent myself bankrupt, basically. Well, I didn't quite send myself bankrupt, but we had an assault outside one of the venues, and we lost the licence because of an error that some of us, the security and the staff made on searching and other things like that. We lost the licence, and that collapsed the whole business. So they had to start from scratch. When I went back onto the market, street food had boomed at that point. So if you wanted good food, you could get it. So I had to kind of rethink what I'm going to do. Because I knew the industry really well, I said, look, a lot of organisers are looking for really good quality food that you can cope with high volume, but they want all different cuisines and they would like to use one company. And although there is kind of a big push on independence, we are an independent, but there's a big push. People don't seem to see us as that. You know, we're a really tiny company, but people seem to see us as like the Amazon of street food, and you know, it's just not really the case. But we are bigger than your average street food person, so because of that, that's how they view it. And there is a big push on independent traders and wanting to use them, and their food's delicious. Without generalising, some of those independents are really hard to work with. Because of it, you get organisers who are just like, I can't deal with another 10 of those next weekend, you know, and chasing their paperwork and their invoices and, you know, having problems on site. And although some of them are fine, there are lots of them out there that do create that bad reputation for those independents. So what they want is, they want one professional structured company that can just come in and just do the job for them. They don't have to worry about invoices, they don't have to worry about audits, they don't have to worry about quality or volume or running out or any of that type of stuff. So we started to build a company that could offer that, and multiple brands, and testing mac and cheese out and testing different ones out, and then creating the logos and doing all the stuff. James started marketing this for us. It was very, very niche. There was just hardly any companies that offered this type of thing. You could get trailers, you could get companies that do everything, you know, and they've got loads of trailers and they'll come and do it for you. And there was some that were doing good food, there wasn't none. But for us to be able to build a marquee style business where we can do a square, we can do an L shape, we can do, you know, we can base it's like kind of just split the 3x3 to meet squares. So we can build it into any shape you want, link them, turn it into one massive food court, tents, everything. It's much more versatile than trailers, and we can transport kind of 10 concessions in one truck. So if you had 10 trailers, so a big logistical task, we'll just turn up with one truck and we'll just build them all from scratch. So it was completely unique anywhere in the UK, and it still is really. And because of that, the phone started ringing, we just started winning contracts, and you know, we started doing really well.